Here is why chosen ones struggle with lust. Because if you're struggling with lust, you might be asking, if I'm really following God, why do I keep fighting this battle? Some people assume that strong temptation means they're far from God. But the Bible actually shows something different. Many faithful believers faced intense temptation in spiritual battles. And later in this video, I'm going to show you the mistake that causes many Christians to stay trapped in lust, even while sincerely wanting to obey God. But first, let's talk about why believers often struggle with lust in the first place. Number 1, because there is a war happening inside of you. Galatians 5:17 says, "For the desires of the flesh are against the spirit, and the desires of the spirit are against the flesh." The moment you begin pursuing God, a battle becomes obvious. Before many people come to Christ, they often follow their desires without much resistance. But when you start walking with God, you begin noticing the conflict. Your spirit wants to obey God. Your flesh wants something entirely else. The struggle itself is not proof that God has abandoned you. In many cases, the struggle reveals a battle that is underway. The flesh and the spirit are pulling in opposite directions, and understanding that battle leads into the next reason. Number 2, because lust is fed by the culture around you. Romans 12:2 says, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind." We live in a world that constantly promotes lust. It's in entertainment, in social media, and advertisements. It's practically everywhere. Right, many Christians are trying to win a spiritual battle while constantly feeding their minds with things strengthening the flesh. That's why overcoming lust isn't just about resisting temptation. It's also about changing what you're allowing into your mind. Because whatever you feed grows stronger. And that leads to the biggest reason many believers stay stuck. Number 3, because many Christians try to fight lust instead of replacing it. Galatians 5:16 says, "Walk by the Spirit and you will not gratify the desires of the flesh." Many people spend all their energy asking, how do I stop lusting? But the Bible shifts the focus. Instead of only fighting the flesh, it tells us, walk by the Spirit. Why? Because a heart filled with God leaves less room for sinful desires to dominate. Like prayer, scripture, worship, obedience, serving others, these things strengthen the Spirit. The goal isn't just about removing lust, the goal is growing closer to Christ. And when that happens, sinful desires begin losing their power, which leads into the final truth. Point number 4, because God uses the battle to draw you closer to Him. 2 Corinthians 12:9 says, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." This isn't saying God is making you sin, but sometimes God allows us to see our weaknesses so we'll stop depending on ourselves. Lust often exposes how often we need God's strength. It reminds us that victory isn't found in willpower alone, it's found in surrender. The battle itself can become something God uses to teach dependence, humility, and perseverance. Not because lust is good, but God can use even difficult struggles to bring His people closer to Him. So if you're struggling with lust, don't automatically assume it means you're not serious about God. The real question is, are you feeding the flesh or are you strengthening the Spirit? Because victory doesn't come from trying harder forever. It comes from learning how to weaken the flesh and walk in the Spirit daily. And that leads directly into the next video, How to Never Lust Again, where we'll look at 3 practical biblical steps to help break lust power and build lasting freedom. If this video encouraged or helped you at all, make sure to subscribe for more videos like this.